Hello, everybody. As you can hear, this isn't Chris, this is your boy Jaden, frequent podcast guest and video editor for the channel. Just thought I'd step in and cover this and do so now so that I don't blather for too long about it like I tend to do in the upcoming episode about another extreme sports franchise, the SSX series. That should be out by the time you see this. But let's talk about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. It's finally here. Revealed anyway. We got a lot of info to take away from the trailer and the website, much to speculate, so let's get right into it. So this won't be too crazy deep of a breakdown. I'm just a very passionate fan doing this for fun. This isn't my job or anything. If you want a real in-depth look to someone like Andy, THPS, or wait for Digital Foundry for a tech analysis. I'm just pointing out things that stuck out to me in my small pea brain. So first, the levels. Like 1+2, it should be doing the exact same thing, which means it's safe to say that every level from 3 and 4 should be returning. The confirmed ones we see from the trailer and the website are Foundry. There was quite a bit of footage. Canada. Rio. Airport. And Skater Island. Los Angeles. Tokyo. Cruise ship. And then from 4, we got the college from the opening shot. And what looked to be San Francisco from this spot. The last one shown is Alcatraz. There are 18 levels in the original games in total, but supposedly 2 won't be making the cut. The PS5 version has been taken down, but on Walmart, if you look on the Xbox version of the collector's edition on the back, it says tear it up in 16 timeless classics from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. Could be a typo, because supposedly later deluxe edition promo images remove the 16 from the sentence. Maybe they didn't want to break it to us now, but until they say otherwise, I'll believe it. And I wouldn't really blame them if they didn't want to include the Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2 bonus level, Chicago from 4, which pretty much everyone agrees was a bit of a stinker. So if we're just speculating, I'd say that one's on the chopping block. While not in the trailer on the website, there was this picture taken, so I guess London is a safe bet. Which means one of these levels might not be there. So even if it's just 16, that is not bad considering the size of the levels in 3 and 4. And we're getting 3 new levels on top of it, according to that same promo image. Boy, people were getting worried about this post. They thought this might not even be a game, but something like DLC for 1 and 2, which would be an odd decision considering it's like impossible to find anyone online nowadays. But yeah, no, they were being as direct as possible. 3 and 4 is getting new original levels. The first one revealed is this abandoned water park, which looks really cool, though I've yet to see how well the layout is for combos and such. You know, hopefully it's not like the 5 extra levels in 2X. But by the looks and sounds of it, the devs seem to be putting a lot of thought and care into it, so I'm optimistic. Something unconfirmed in the trailer and not mentioned on the website is how they're handling the career mode of Pro Skater 4. With 4 being the first in the series to break away from the 2-minute runs, people are hoping to see 4's more open, free roam style return for this remaster. Some, like myself, though, just kind of have trouble envisioning how they would go about remaking it from the ground up.
Crikey! Help me! If you can get in here and do a big combo, I bet it'll give me enough time to escape!
And we don't really see much evidence of these missions in the trailer. Now, they could always save that for later, but one thing people are looking at is this part where they're talking about streamlined 2-minute runs, which if they did restructure 4 to be more in line with the original 3 games, I know a lot of people would be upset. I personally wouldn't mind too much. 4 is solid, but not my favorite. My thought is these levels are really big. It'd be really hard to knock out multiple goals in the same run, which then would kind of ruin the purpose of the time limit. Are they going to do it like in Pro Skater 5? However they end up going about it remains to be seen, so we're just going to have to wait.
Well, there it is.
Now it saddens me. This generation of kids won't know the truth about Ranger Bob.
First off, I'd like to point out that I hate Ranger Bob. I think he's evil. That being said, in 1775, I'll try my tram again, and I'll take you to the parade grounds where I found Ranger Bob kissing my girl, and I told you I hate him. Okay, hold tight.
But seriously, that's a shame, and this doesn't give me much hope for the story mode in an Underground remaster.
The guards are tough, but I heard they like hot steaming nuts.
But there is some good news. Taco Bell is making an appearance in the airport.
We put a Taco Bell in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Along with some boards and merch. I wonder if that sound effect is going to be in the game.
Did you know that Tony Hawk was a massive Taco Bell fan? That is a picture of Tony Hawk.
So we're also getting New Game Plus. So you keep your stats and you do harder goals on a second playthrough with that same character.
Oh boy, yeah.
I love it. Can't wait. Cross-platform multiplayer. So this is great. 1 and 2 weren't cross-platform, so I'm glad this is getting that, and I hope it keeps it alive for a lot longer. Playing online, what was it? Hardcore mode was so much fun. Expanded Create a Skater and Create a Park modes. So with Create a Skater, this was something I found severely lacking in 1 and 2 compared to the level of customization you got in like Underground. 1 and 2 just did not come close. So I hope to see some better face options with the ability to tweak them like you could before. And I like being able to go real crazy with it. And similar to Street Fighter 6, see what other horrible abominations other players make.
Yeah, gotta say, you're photogenic.
Create a Park. I have easily clocked in over 1,000 hours as a kid playing these games, and a good chunk of that was spent constructing my own parks, in Underground in particular. I put a lot of love into my own levels, making them as dense and detailed as they possibly could within that size limit, making them as close to a genuine level as I could, and making my own missions as if it were. Put way too much thought into the design, the combo lines, and naming each and every gap. Now looking at them, they're not fooling anybody. And if I got in these games later in my life like a more normal person, I don't think I would have poured that much time into this mode. The idea of a new level editor in 1 and 2 excited me, but I often forget it's there a lot of the time. It's not bad and you have more customization, but I don't know, maybe I'm not as creative as I once was, or I just didn't take full advantage of what this new mode had to offer. I just felt more limited with less pieces to work with. And it didn't really seem worth it when I played some of the custom levels online. You seem to grind on ledges that aren't always intended to be rails, and all the ledges make the same sound. I never bothered to actually make something. The new Create a Park mode isn't bad at all, far from it, and I'm grateful that they're still including this mode and building off of it. I'll admit, I'm still used to the old way, and I'm not saying to just make it like how it used to be, but I would like my rail tool back. So the collector's edition, it's pretty similar to the previous one. For $130, you get a full-size board, a physical copy of the game, thank you for not pulling a God of War on us, and a voucher for the digital deluxe edition. So you get Doom Guy, the Revenant, and some extra in-game skins and goodies. So very nice. And getting a deck for $60 is about right. You know, hopefully it's decent quality, not like any sane collector would actually take it out and use it. It's very cool. I would totally cough up the money, but I just really don't need a huge box in my collection, because I'd also just keep that deck in the box. I just don't have room for that. And I also would have happily paid $70 for a standard edition and still double dip to have it on Switch as well. But $70 is how much the digital deluxe edition costs. Standard edition is only $50. I forgot if that's how much 1 and 2 cost back in 2020, but shoot, I won't complain that it costs less than I thought. So pre-ordering gets you access to the Foundry demo in June, and 3 days early access, and that's any edition, apparently. I don't know how pre-ordering a physical copy will give me that demo, like, how would they know? But Best Buy and all these places are saying you'll just get it if you pre-order.
But how?
I guess I'll see. I'm getting it for Xbox and Switch, but if any of you know how this works, let me know. I wouldn't care too much if I didn't get the early access stuff for pre-ordering physical copies, but if I did, that'd be great. I don't know how much is going to be on the disc on the PS5 or Xbox versions. I hope most of this game is playable from just the disc, but you never know with games these days. I just hope to be able to go back to this collection 20 plus years from now if I wanted to. So the different versions, ignoring PC for a second, we have PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and the Nintendo Switch, which has, docked in handheld mode. That's a lot of platforms, and the Switch version is coming out day and date. That's just crazy. Usually the Switch version comes out way later, but with an install base the size it is now, maybe it became a higher priority. And with the Switch 2 coming out later, I can't help but hope this game makes it to that as well, but I feel this is already asking a lot. I was really looking forward to the Switch 2 and whatever launch games Nintendo will announce, but at this moment, I don't know what they could announce that would surpass my excitement for this remaster. Which might sound sad, these are remakes of games I already own, but I'm a simple man. This series means a lot to me. I cannot wait to play this remaster. Tony, the team at Iron Galaxy, Activision, whoever greenlit this after shelving it, whoever you are,
I love you.
thank you all for watching. If you did make it to the end of this stupid little video, I was in a rush to get it out quick, and new info was coming out while I was working on it, so I think my frantic pacing sort of made its way into the final product. But normally the podcast is pretty chill, so if you're interested in hearing more gushing about video games we love, check out the podcast. That's on any platform, including this YouTube channel. Chris will be back in another video very soon, so stay tuned, and remember to always press X to continue.
Thanks a lot. Made those hippos